Dear learners, in our last video, we saw the effects of change in demand on equilibrium price and quantity of a product in a free market. We saw that if there is an increase in demand, both equilibrium price and quantity rise. And if there is a decrease in demand, both equilibrium price and quantity of a product fall. In this video, we shall examine the effects of change in supply on equilibrium price and quantity of a product. As like the demand, change in supply can be of two types. Increase in supply. Remaining the price same if supply of a product rises due to the change in other determinants of supply, it is called increase in supply. Supply may increase if prices of inputs fall or government gives subsidy to the producers. And due to the increase in supply, supply curve shifts to the right. Another type of change in supply is decrease in supply. When there is a fall in supply due to the change in other determinants of supply at a given price, it is called decrease in supply. Decrease in supply may occur due to the rise in input price or imposition of production tax on the producer by the government. Due to decrease in supply, supply curve shifts to the left. Now, we are going to explain the effects of change in supply on equilibrium price and quantity of a product. We are starting with increase in supply. The figure shows the initial equilibrium state. Initially, equilibrium is achieved at point E1, where market is cleared at OP1 price and equilibrium quantity is OQ1. Now, if there is a change in other determinants of supply, like fall in input price, it will cause an increase in supply, and the supply curve will shift to the right from S1 to S2, which will leave the market in surplus by the amount E1R at P1 price. Due to the surplus, price tends to decrease, and fall in price will be continued until the surplus abolishes and we reach to equilibrium at E2, where price is OP2 and quantity is OQ2. Clearly, due to the increase in supply, equilibrium price falls from OP1 to OP2 and equilibrium quantity rises from OQ1 to OQ2. Therefore, we can conclude that if there is an increase in supply, equilibrium price falls and equilibrium quantity rises. We can explain the effects of decrease in supply in a similar manner. But this time, the change in other determinants of supply will cause a fall in supply. We can consider the imposition of production tax on producer by the government, which will increase their production cost, and supply falls. In this case, supply curve will shift to the left from S1 to S3, which creates a shortage by the amount E1T at P1 price. This shortage will push the price up. Rise in price will be continued until the shortage disappears and we move to a new equilibrium point E3, where equilibrium price rises from P1 to P3 and equilibrium quantity falls from Q1 to Q3. Therefore, we can say when there is a decrease in supply, equilibrium price of a product rises and its equilibrium quantity falls.